We are just 10 days away from the start of the EFL Championship 24-25 season. Before the serious business of the official 1 to 24 predictions on Sunday, let's have a little bit of fun today. Always popular on the channel. We're going to do some bold predictions. Don't take it too seriously, but often pearls of wisdom can be found within these videos. Get your own pearls of wisdom in the comments. And let's start with the main man who gets tongues wagging and eyeballs looking wherever he goes, Wayne Rooney. He's at Plymouth now after a disastrous turn at Birmingham last season. And my first bold prediction for the 24-25 Championship season is Wayne Rooney will still be Plymouth manager. What date is it? On July the 30th, 2025. He's going to survive the season despite everyone telling me he's going to get fired by October or something. So, first bold prediction, Rooney will still be in situ. Ergo, he's probably been a success at Plymouth this time next year. You can have your say over on the community tab of the Benjamin Bloom Football channel on that. The poll is live right now. There are not 0 votes. There are lots of votes, and I think you can guess where a lot of them have been going. But go and vote on the community tab. Will Wayne Rooney still be Plymouth manager 1 year from today? Number 2 in our bold predictions, a Farke 4-timer. What the hell am I talking about? I'm talking about Leeds manager Daniel Farke, who has, in his last 3 seasons as a manager in the EFL Championship, delivered, let me look at my notes, 94, 97 and 90 points with the teams he's been managing. Pretty impressive. He didn't make it over the line with 90 last season. I'm not making a judgment yet on whether he makes it over the line this season, but let's predict a 4th consecutive season of 90 points or more for Daniel Farke, who is working his way up the hierarchy in terms of these points totals, in terms of the greatest achievements of Championship managers. But he's got to get the job done at Leeds. If he gets 90 again, he probably will. So deduce from that what you like. But let's go for a 4th consecutive 90-point season for Mr. Farke. Having a Latte-Lath. What about my subheading editor's privileges there on that one? Yeah, don't worry. Dad jokes ahoy over here. But Emmanuel Latte-Lath of Middlesbrough was definitely one of the hot hands in terms of the back end of last season. He scored 11 goals for Middlesbrough in his last 12 games. So let's boldly predict he's going to do exactly the same thing again to start the season. I haven't looked at the point where game 12 arrives, but I predict Middlesbrough striker Emmanuel Latte-Lath will have 11 goals after 12 appearances for Borough this season. Should we tweak it? 12 starts, let's just say. Let's cover my back, even though I'm supposed to be bold. But I think a lot of money is going to go on him to be the top scorer in the Championship next season. Number 4, awards exodus. Like them or not, the EFL awards are always a fair barometer as to who have been the standout names and faces in a Championship season. And I think all of the big winners are not going to be here before very, very long. Kieran McKenna, the manager of the year, has already departed the Championship. He's in the Premier League with my lot, Ipswich. Archie Gray, the young player of the year, is already gone as well. He's left Leeds for Spurs. Which leaves Sammy Smodic, the top goal scorer, and Cree Somerville, the player of the year. I'm going to boldly predict that Mr. Somerville and Mr. Smodic will no longer be at Championship clubs by August the 31st. The end of the Championship transfer window for everybody. Let's predict that the player of the year, Somerville, and the top scorer, Smodic, are going to be elsewhere in a different division. And I hope Blackburn fans and Leeds fans, that prediction doesn't come true, because we'd love them both in the Championship, tearing it up once again. They're going to be very sought after, though, as we get deeper into the window. Number 5, playoff Deja Vu is happening all over again. I predict that all 4 playoff places will be filled by one of the 7 teams to have been in the playoffs over the last 2 seasons. So in 2023, we had Luton, Coventry, Borough and Sunderland. So stack them up. Last season, we had Leeds, West Brom and Norwich. Okay, I'm hedging my bets a bit with 7 teams, but I'm saying all 4 places will be filled by a team that's been in the playoffs over the past 2 seasons. I hope I'm tempting fate, and I hope I'm wrong, because we'd like some new teams in the end of season knockouts, but let's throw it into the universe as a bold prediction. Automatic ease. Now, these next 2 predictions are linked, and you all know if you watched my video yesterday that I think last season was a complete freak championship season, and we should return a little bit more to the norms of performance and point scorings. Ipswich recorded 96 points to finish in 2nd place and get automatic promotion. Surely it's going to be a lot easier this season. So I am going to predict that if you were to score 86 points, let's take 10 off, 86 points is going to be the total for 2nd place this season. 10 less, a massive reduction, or just a normal regression to the mean. And therefore, down the bottom, we also had a high tide. I don't know what the middle of the table was doing, but they were being beaten by both ends of it, apparently, for the majority of last season in terms of the top 4, and the end of the season in terms of the bottom 6 or 7. Surely the 50 points that Birmingham were relegated with is going to be a high watermark, and I predict that someone will survive this season, probably in 21st place, let's be honest, with 47 points. So take 3 off Birmingham's total that they got relegated with, 50 down to 47. I think someone survives with 47 this very season. A few more to go. The Managerial Merry-Go-Round, we can almost bank on it in the Championship. Now, these are not all sackings, but I have just counted up 20 managerial changes during the season. So that includes, Tony Mowbray had to leave for illness, or Stephen Schumacher leaving Plymouth to go to Stoke. Not necessarily all sackings. Most of them sackings, and we did have, obviously, 4 managers at Birmingham, I think 3 at Sunderland. There was a couple of clubs that had 3, Huddersfield as well last season. Let's predict that it's going to maintain. It seems unfeasibly high, but I predict 20 or more managerial changes over the 24 teams. The ridiculous thing is, you go down the league and the entire top half didn't change. It was all the bottom half, maybe emboldened by the great hires of Cifuentes and Roll and Harris, saving people from sort of certain relegation in a couple of instances there. 20 plus is my prediction, managerial changes next season. Number 9, staying put. 6 new teams in the Championship. Look, 3 in relegated from the Premier League, 3 in up from League One. I don't think I'm bold enough to say all 6 are still going to be here for the 25-26 season. Let's be honest, it will probably be 4 of them. 1 will go straight back up and 1 will go straight back down. Maybe, could be more. To be bold, let's say 5 of the teams. So Luton, Sheffield United, Burnley, Pompey, Derby, Oxford. Let's say 5 of those teams will still be in the Championship next season. Give me a number in the comments. Let's wrap this up and let's make this a hope as well as a bold prediction. No more deductions. We got away with it last season. -2 already for Sheffield United, I know. But let's keep our fingers crossed that there are no deductions, and certainly that nobody is relegated with a points deduction for whatever reason this coming season. There you go. Some bold predictions for you. Get involved in the comments. It's half serious but half fun. And this is your time to throw in your interesting curveball ones, because when we do the 1-24s, it gets very serious. Get yourself prepped. Have a look over there. I'm going to link last season's 1-24 predictions and my reaction to last season's 1 to 24 predictions as we hype ourselves up for Sunday, where we go all in.